Okay people, welcome. Welcome to today's workout. Today's workout is with me, Matt. Welcome. Thank you to Trainify for providing you with this video. Trainify is a brilliant new platform where PTs like me can connect with the general public to make sure that you move towards your goal at that quicker rate. Whether that's looking for fat loss, strength gain, whatever it might be, you can find the right person that's going to help you get towards that goal. Okay, so today's session is super straightforward. We've got 3 supersets, which means we've got 3 lots of 2 exercises. And those exercises are going to generally work opposing muscles, or they're going to work opposing patterns. So if one is where we've got going to extend our hip forward, the other is going to be to bring that hip, keep that hip nice and stable. Or for example, we're going to work on our chest and then we're going to be working our back, so those muscles are opposites. So really simple workout. 3 rounds of 2 exercises. Really straightforward. You'll be doing it in half an hour, no problem whatsoever. But first, let's get into today's session. For today's session, all you're going to need is a bit of space, 2 dumbbells, a drink and a mat, and you'll be absolutely fine. Let's get going. So we're going to stand at the top of our mat, hang on down, let those arms just dangle down forward, tip the chin onto the chest, really feel it through the backs of the legs. Nice big stretch down there. Arms just dangle down, and then we drop the hands to the floor. Bend your knees if you need to, and we walk those hands out forward into a press up position. Drop those hips down, lift that chest up nice and proud. Roll those shoulders back behind the ribs. Feel that stretch through your lower back. Really nice stretch. Take some time there. Keep the hips up to the sky. Walk the hands in towards the feet, and we stand up tall. Tip forward. We walk out, we go again. Drop those hips down, lift that chest up, hips go up, and we stand up nice and tall. One more time, this time we stay down on the floor. So we're down, hips drop down, lift that chest, roll those shoulders back. This time we send the bum to the heels, arms stretched out in front, chest towards the ground. Feel that stretch through the upper back. Try to push your chest towards the floor. Good, we push back forward, swing that leg around to the outside of the hand. Push that knee forward, drop that elbow down low, and then open up to the sky. Drop that elbow low, and then open up to the sky one more time. Drop that elbow low, and then open up to the sky. Kick that foot back, swap legs, elbow drops low, open up to the sky. Get all through that glute area in the leg, pushing through your hip, knee pushing over the toe, back leg locked out as straight as we can. Kick it back. Good work. We walk those hands back into a downward dog position. Push the head between the arms, body weight onto the heels. Nice big stretch down the back of the legs, down the back of the hamstrings. Lovely work. Put a little bit of stress on one side and then to the other. Really feeling that stretch. Good. We continue walking those hands in towards the feet. We stand up nice and tall, and we will get into today's session. So, as I said to you at the beginning, this session is super straightforward. 2 exercises per round, and we're going to do 3 rounds of each round. So the first exercise is a Romanian deadlift. So that's a hip hinge movement, and we're going to go straight into a deadbug. So what we're doing with the Romanian deadlift is we're pushing those hips back, and then we're bringing them forward. So we're extending that hip forward. With the deadbug, what we want to do is try and avoid that, trying to avoid those hips going forward. So it's anti-extension. So we're pushing those hips down into the floor and trying not to let them lift. So they're kind of opposing kind of movement patterns. For those Romanian deadlifts, you're going to need your dumbbells. Grab those dumbbells, keep them fairly close. If you've done these sessions before, you'll know how to do this. Shoulders back, chest up, and we drop those weights down, pushing your hips back. Keep those weights fairly close. A little bend in the knee, but essentially it's that hip hinge movement that creates that up and down pattern. For our deadbug, we lie on our back on the mat. Just going to use the legs. We're not going to incorporate the arms in this one, just to keep it nice and straightforward. Making sure those knees are away. There's a bit of a gap. We're more than 90 degrees, and we're pushing that lower back into the floor. Hands go up. We drift that leg out, one at a time. Always pushing those hips into the floor. That's the most important thing. If you're just letting those hips lift, you're not going to feel anything working, and so it kind of defeats the point of the exercise. Okay people, are we ready? First one, so we've got Romanian deadlifts. We've got 10, and the Deadbugs is 12, so 6 on either leg. First one is here. Are we set? Shoulders pinned back, chest out, feet fairly close, and let's get into this. Push those hips back, and we stand up tall. No need to push those hips forward at the top, just stand tall, just like normal. Letting those hips push back. Imagine there's something behind us. We're trying to push away with our hips. Good, if we're pushing those hips back far enough, we don't necessarily need to go really low down the leg. Just below the knees, fine. Don't need to wrench the neck up either. Try and keep that spine nice and flat. Super, super straightforward movement, but so important. Once we've completed 10 reps, put those dumbbells to the side, and we will get in to the Deadbug. Onto the floor, get that back nice and flat, get nice and comfy, bring those knees up, slightly drift them away, hands go up to the sky, gently drift one leg out at a time, pushing that lower back into the floor. If you let that resting knee come too close, that lower back's automatically going to go flat, so that slightly defeats the point. So we want to make sure we're challenging ourselves. Good, super controlled, don't need to rush it. Once we've completed 12 in total, well, round 1 is done. It is complete. Awesome work so far. Right then, catch your breath, and we'll go into round number 2 of those Romanian deadlifts. 3rd time in a row for the shorts. What a dream. Weather is starting to change. Here we go. Let's get into this. Hips back. Keep those weights close. Hips come forward. Making sure those shoulder blades stay pinned together. Chest pushed out. Making sure that back stays nice and straight. Don't round those shoulders. Good. As you can see, quality over speed and quantity. I'd rather you do less reps but did them well than try to rush through them. Keeping those weights nice and close, nice and steady. Once you've completed 10 reps, get rid of those dumbbells to the floor, and we are on. Lift those knees, legs up, head down, get that back nice and comfy, letting it drift up a little bit, so we have to push it down. I'll go up, and we drift. One leg at a time, super controlled. Nice and steady, driving that lower back into the floor. Once we've completed those 12 reps in total, have a little rest. You've only got one more round of those, absolutely flying through. Really, really straightforward session. Super, super nice pairing, because we're practicing that hip coming forward and then also pushing that hip down. So really, really good way to start controlling that hip extension and anti-extension. Okay, round number 3 of these exercises. Catch your breath, big deep breath. We go, final one. Drift those hips back, weights stay close, and we stand up tall. We're down, and we stand tall. Shoulder blades locked back behind, chest stays pushed forwards, and we stand tall. Gonna feel that nice stretch down the back of the legs. Good, we just stand up tall at the top. No need to push those hips forward, just stand tall. Good, final couple reps. Once we've done 10, we get rid of those dumbbells to the mat. Get that back nice and flat to the mat. Lift those legs up, arms up, and we drift one leg out at a time, pushing that lower back into the floor, keeping that core tight. That's what we want to make sure we're doing. That's going to really engage that core. If we're just letting that lower back drift, we're not going to get the benefit of this exercise. "12 reps to be complete in total." Once you've done round 1 is complete, super straightforward. Okay people, catch your breath. Round number 2, so we've done hip extension and then pushing that hip lower back into the floor with the Romanian Deadlifts and the Deadbug. Now we're going to go for opposing muscles. So we've got our chest, which is a horizontal push. We're going to line our back with the dumbbells into our chest press, and we're going to stand up tall into our horizontal pull. So we're going into our bent over row. So opposing patterns and muscle groups. So for that chest press, grab the dumbbells, sit down onto the mat, up into our chest press position, super controlled on the way down. Pause, elbows on the floor, drive back up, pull your biceps in towards your chest at the top of the movement. Super straightforward exercise. Then we are up onto our feet, grab the dumbbells, we tip over at the hips, just like the Romanian deadlift. Tip over, get that chest as close to the floor as you can, back stays nice and straight, and we rotate the elbows back to the hips. So it's a little bit of a diagonal line as we pull forward to back, nice and straightforward. Okay, let's get straight in to that chest press now. So we're down onto the floor. 10 chest press, 10 run. Easy, nice and straightforward. We lay down and back, weights go up, control down, we pause, we push, squeezing those biceps into the chest at the top of the movement. Nice and steady, and we drive on up. It's all about control. Keep that tempo on the way down, and then drive back up. Squeezing those dumbbells to the chest at the top. We steady, we pause, we drive. Once we've completed 10, catch your breath. Grab those dumbbells straight into that bent over row. 10 of these. So we tip forward, chest towards the floor, shoulders back, and we roll those elbows back to the hip. Control on the way down, pulling that elbow to the hip on the way back up. Once we've completed 10, catch your breath, round 1 is done. Complete. Sun's coming out, absolutely beautiful. Okay people, here we go. Round number 2 is with us. To the floor, grab those dumbbells, into our chest press. Catch your breath, make sure you've had a drink, have a little rest, let those weights, let that body relax before we go into round number 2 again. We're up, we're back. Into our chest press. Control, pause, drive. And steady. And we drive. Really, really simple move, but super effective. Hitting through all that top line of the chest, the shoulders, the triceps, the backs of the arms. Making sure we're pulling our biceps in towards our chest at the top of the movement. By pausing with those elbows on the floor, it takes the stretch out of the muscle, so we have to generate all that power ourselves. Once we've completed 10, get rid of those dumbbells, stand up nice and tall, and we're in to round number 2. We tip over in the hips, chest is up, Rowing those elbows back to the hips. You see that back stays nice and straight. You can see the line that we're looking to be pulling along, diagonal line, keeping that chest towards the floor. If it starts to lift, just consciously tip back over. And we relax. Round number 2 is done. Whew. Our upper body's starting to get tired. But we've only got one more round to go. Into that chest press when we're ready. Whew. Okay, people. Here we go. Get those weights set in position. We tip back onto our back. Plant those feet, make that nice stable base. We control, we pause, we drive, squeeze that chest at the top of the movement. Drive, big squeeze of the chest at the top of the movement. Pause, drive. Here we go. 10 reps, final 10 of this round. Remember, control those chest press, shoulder down, drive on neck up. Last couple. Drop those weights down. You are done for your chest press today. One final round of rows, and then we are out. No need to make any of these exercises too complicated. The basics are the best. They set the foundation for a reason. Grab those dumbbells. Stand up tall. Tip over at the hips. Chest towards the ground. Elbows back to the hips. Keeping that body weight back. You'll be able to lift your toes. That means your chest is forward. Once we completed 10, pop those dumbbells down. You have done round number 2. Really, really simple. Round number 2 is complete really good, guys. So that chest, that back should be well worked by now. Catch your breath. And I'll talk you into round number 3. So round number 3 is big legs. So a little bit of legs at the beginning with the Romanian deadlift, but now we're going into lunges and a goblet squat. It's going to be hitting those quads, the glutes, going to absolutely burn. But really, really straightforward. We're going to do the lunges first, so they're a little bit tougher, and then go into the goblet squats. So what we're going to need is to grab those dumbbells, one in either hand. Really, really simple exercise. Chest stays up. Make sure you've got a little bit of room behind you. We're going to alternate legs. We step back, drop that knee down, and push forward. Remembering that front leg is our working leg. So that body weight wants to stay forward over that front knee, making sure that front foot stays nice and flat on the floor. You're going to go for 12 of those, 6 on either leg. Then get rid of one of the dumbbells into the goblet squat. Keep those feet just over hip width, turn those toes out a fraction, chest up, shoulders back. We control the drop, we pause, and we drive back up. We're nice and controlled as we go down. Little pause and drive back up. I want you to go down as far as you can without collapsing forward or lifting the heels. Keep that chest up and drive back up. Really, really simple. Okay, people, catch your breath. Final round is here, and then we will get into the next bit. Put some music back on. Alright people, are we ready? In, grab those dumbbells, final lot of 3. Feet together, chest up, step back, into that first lunge. Feet come together, we step back, into that first lunge. step back, and we stand up nice and tall. Alternating those legs, remember we've got 12 in total, 6 on either leg. Pulling ourselves up with that front leg. Body weight stays forward over that knee, and we control as we step back. Gonna get that heart rate up a little bit, but that's not a problem. We just want to make sure that that quality stays there the whole time. Get that music back on. Grab that one dumbbell now into our goblet squat, feet just over hip width, chest up. We control, we pause, we push. We're going to see a bit of depth. We're down, we pause, we push. Keeping that chest up big. Squeeze with the bum now as those hips come up forward. We're down and we push. We control and we drive. Nice and steady. And we push on up. Keeping that weight glued to our chest at the top. Balance though, keeping us nice and upright. Once we've completed 10, you're done, you are out. 2 more rounds to go. That is all I require from you. Okay, here we go. Round number 2. Only over halfway nearly on this final round. We step back, we're here, you do it better than that. Alternate legs, body weight stays forwards. Squeeze the glutes, feel it all down that front leg. So you quad the top of your front leg and your bum of your standing front leg. That's what we're trying to work. Big squeeze. We drive up, feet together. Here we go. Nice and powerful. Stand feet together on the way back up. Once we've completed 12, we get rid of those dumbbells, catch a breath, goblet squats. You've only got 1 more round of lunges to go and then you're done. Catch your breath. Weight goes up to the chest, glue it to the top of the chest. We control, we pause, we push. We control, we pause, and we push. Big squeeze of the glutes at the top of the movement. And we stand nice and tall, nice and steady, and then we stand nice and tall. Really, really nice work. As always, quality over speed and quantity. With here, big squeeze of the glutes. Once you've completed 10, get rid of that dumbbell, shake it out. You've got 1 more round to go. Catch your breath. Are we ready? Into those lunges, getting nice and hot out here. About time. Okay, final one. Feet together, chest up. Let's go. Step back, and we drive up, stand tall. Step back, drive up, stand tall. As simple as that. That knee wants to push out over the toes. Here we go. Keeping those feet together. Really, really simple exercise. Big drive up, pull yourself up with that front leg. Once we've completed those 12, catch your breath. Final one is coming up. We're done. Only 3 supersets. It really gets that heart rate going if you do them properly. Final lot of goblet squats. We're down, pause, drive. We're down, pause, drive. Same as the chest press. If we take that little bounce out of the bottom, we have to work to drive all the way back up. Hips and knees go back, bend at the same time. Good, we stand up nice and tall. Big, down, pause, drive. We controlled, down, pause, drive. Last couple, we're nearly there. 10 reps to be complete in total. We're done. Get rid of those dumbbells. Shake it out, catch your breath. Absolutely smashed it, we are finished. Awesome workout today, as I said, super straightforward. And the one thing I want you to take home is quality over quantity and speed. So make sure those movements are really on point. You're feeling exactly what we're meant to be doing. You're not rushing through them. It's not about getting your heart rate up. It's about nice, steady control. I want to thank Trainify for giving me the opportunity to give you this session today. As I said at the beginning, it's a really great platform. And if you jump on there and try and sign up with a trainer, they'll give you £20 off your first book of credits. So £20 off your first session effectively. So a really good platform to help you progress towards your goals. My name's Matt. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'll hopefully see you again next week. Thank you.